Hello, hello, crafty friends. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, right? Who's excited that it's Friday? I know I sure am. So you notice I'm live earlier. I'm trying to adjust my schedule a little bit. Sometimes doing these 7:30 on a weeknight when I work during the day. It was just a little late for me, so I want to like finish work and then do this, so it just works out better for me. So you might see some times changing, but I'm gonna play with this one now for 6 o'clock. So yeah, great. I see myself, you see my whole desk. So today we're going to be playing with potions and spells. I've been having lots of fun with this. I've been playing a lot with it, so my next few lives will absolutely be using the potions and spells several times. I just want to stand up a second. So I have on my, actually, and look, I have my glass mat. Sorry, but there is shadow from my overhead lights, but I'm going to be playing with inks today and my blending brushes, and I'm really liking using the glass mat. So I'm sorry, but you're just going to have little glare spots. But also, this is the microfiber mat pad that comes with this glass mat if you don't have it. So here's a stamp chamois. This is the close to my heart stamp chamois. We all know the thickness of this. Stampin' Up has one the same. So this is probably like four thicknesses of the stamp chamois, just to give you an idea. And I wet this right now. I put it under water. It gets super hard when it's not wet, but I wet it. And all you do with this is how you clean your glass mat, because you can ink and do everything right on here. So I just have that, and now my glass mat's just a little wet, so I just take a paper towel. But I really do like this for doing my inking and blending and heat embossing. So this glass mat is great. So I apologize tonight for the glare, and anytime I bring this in my videos with the glare till I figure out what to do for that. So, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. What else do I want to tell you before I show you what we're going to make? I like to keep you in suspense. My current card class that's available through the 20th. Here's my host code if you want to earn this free with a $50 order, or you can purchase it for $29. These are the cards that you make. It's using the Round We Go bundle. You receive everything in your kit except anything stamped. This is a gift card holder. So that's another one. Card 3 and then card 4. So that you can purchase. Like I said, use that host code through the 20th of this month with an order, $50 order, and you will earn that free. Or you can purchase it. The link and everything is at the top of this post. You'll find all that there. Okay, so now let me show you the card we're going to make today. How fun is that? Look at that spooky, like, scenery in the back. That's what I love about this card. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do some ink splattering. And then, oh, I did some stamping on the inside. Fun. But we're going to make this card. And then I have another fun inking one next Friday. Come back next Friday and we'll make another card doing a different spooky background technique with that. So let's get going. So I just have, oh, first, wait, no. Before we get going, I want to show you the Stampin' Thin Cut. Now I'm going to sit down because my back is killing me today. Okay, so in the stamp, I bought the Stampin' Thin Cut. So here's all the stamps that you receive. So you have some fun Halloween sentiments. Happy Halloween, a little hocus pocus, double trouble, toil and trouble. And then you have the crow, you have bubbles for the, oh God, what do you call that thing? What is that? It's on the tip of my tongue. Cauldron, that's it. The cat who's not quite spooky. You have some sparkles here and some more bubbles, some books. Did I use the books? No, I used the books. You'll see the books. I have them next week. I use them. So that's the stamp set. Here they are. Nice size. And then I just put my magnetic sheet. I attached it because I'm going to put all my thin cuts in here, but I figure I'd do it with you. So there's the cauldron. Here's the crow. Here's the broom, the bottom of the broomstick. Lots of pieces. This is the die cut for the books. Here's the cat. Here's the potion bottle. Oh, here, those are the cauldron handles for the side. Here's some extra bubbles. There's the bubbling over bubbles. This is if you wanted a pour. This is like a pour. So say I wanted a pour and I had a bottle. Where's the bottle? Like maybe the bottle, you know, the stuff pouring out of the bottle, that's what this thin cut would be. Another bottle. Another. And then these are like the insides of the bottle. So see that little piece? You would use that. So say you would, you know, cut that out. And I'm going to do that for another card. And I was thinking of using vellum. And then do a color, like say orange. So that would be like the potion inside the bottle, right? Really cool. Lots of fun little pieces. That's what I'm liking. I was first like, oh my God, all these pieces, but they're super fun and you can build sceneries and everything with it. Definitely good for scrapbooking as well. You know, making clusters for sure. So I just wanted to show you all the little bits and pieces that come with this stamp and thin cut. So the stamp is item number 164355 and the thin cuts is 164141. All right. So again, here is our adorable card and I have all my pieces pre-cut and ready to go, but first we're going to work with the inking. So I just have a piece of white cardstock. This is 6.5 by 4.5. So I just have that down on my glass mat and I'm going to just focus kind of in the middle. Actually, I need my thin cut and where are they? So I know lots of you have punches, you have thin cuts, so I don't have all of the punches from Stampin' Up because they don't even make a lot of them anymore. But I'm using my close to my heart circles and I'm using that circle, I believe it was that one, let me see. It's either the third or fourth biggest. Is it the largest one? Oh, it is. It's the largest one. So if you have these close to my heart circles thin cuts, I'm using the largest of the thin cuts. So that's what I'm ultimately going to cut out if you see right here. So think of that when you're doing your ink blending. So the colors that I'm using today, let me zoom in just a little bit more. Hold on, let me bring you down. Oh, too much. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the colors I'm using today are Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, and Petunia Pop. And I'm also going to be using Memento Black. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start in this, I'm gonna start with my Petunia Pop, go into my Shy Shamrock, and then I'm using the Peach Pie at the bottom. So I have my blending brushes. I'm just gonna open up my ink pads here. And so I'm gonna just focus on right here in the middle. And I have, if you could see off to the side here, now that I focused you on, I have all my blending brushes. And I do my blending brushes in, like I have them all reds, yellows, blues. I kind of just do them by the color. Now, if I have like pinks, I do a pink and a red. So I have several of these. So that's more like my purpley pink. So I think I'm going to use this one for Petunia Pop. And then let me find, here's my peach pie. And then I need one of my greens for my Shy Shamrock. I think I have another green that I used for Shy Shamrock, that one. Okay, so now that I have my blending brushes all out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my Petunia Pop. I'm just rubbing on my ink pad. This is what I love about this this glass block. You can just tap down right on here. So that's what I'm gonna do just to get some excess off. So I just wanna show you that you can do that right on your glass mat. Just don't contaminate any of your other items. Otherwise, if you don't have the glass mat, just use a little piece of paper and just tap that excess off. And then all I'm doing is I'm just gonna start blending along the top. And I'm gonna try not to get any harsh lines when I'm doing my blending. That's why I tap off the side. That's why I do that. So this looks more blended, so to speak. Okay, so that's just it for now. I'm definitely coming back to that. Just for color, I'm now gonna come in with my peach pie at the bottom. And I'm leaving a space in the middle, and I'm doing that purposefully because I want to blend the colors together. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my Shy Shamrock, same thing, but now I have a lot on there in the middle. Here's where now I'm trying to lightly blend, but go into the Petunia Pop, and I'll come down into the peach pie, and you'll see how you're starting to get a shade of purple right there between the Shy Shamrock and the Petunia Pop. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep coming back in with my colors till I get to the color, the desired color that I want. I'm going to stay away from the bottom because I'm going to bring the Shy Shamrock up. Because I didn't leave that big of a gap for the Shy Shamrock. That's okay. I think this is really cool. So think of, you don't have to use these colors, right? Obviously, if you don't have these colors, use whatever colors you have. And do what you think would be a spooky scenery. You know, you can do maybe some more yellows and greens, or a purple, you know, not the Petunia Pop. If you have like a nice shade of purple, deep purple. Okay, so I did bring the Shy Shamrock down, so now I have a bigger blast of green here, which I really wanted, so that's good. Okay. All right, now I'm going to come in with my peach pie again. And I know in the camera, you know, blending and ink doesn't have like such a great camera look to it, but I promise you, in person, it looks really good. All right, so I need to add more peach pie. Then we're gonna come over this with black. Believe it or not, yes, black. I've never used black as a blending or inking like this before, but it's definitely gonna hit it off nice. Okay, let's put our dye down to see if we have a good, I think we're good. I think that looks good. All right, I'm gonna, now all I do is I take these over to my sink and clean them out when they're really dirty, but since I don't really contaminate too much, I just use my chamois and clean that off for now, just to get that excess off. And then when they're really dirty, that's when they go into my sink, and I just use some soapy water, some dish soap, and clean them. But for now, this is all I do. Wow, it is really raining. Really raining outside right now. Okay, so let me close up my ink. Sorry, I have to just keep everything organized. That's me, the organized OCD crafter. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am just going to, so see I have all this mess here, my ink. Just come in with that wipe, take it right off, and then just because it's wet, I just have a towel. So I really enjoy crafting on the glass mat. I did do a video on this when I first got it, but then I wanted to use it for a few months before I spoke about it, and I do enjoy using it for this type of crafting when I'm using any type of mixed media. All right, I think that is good right there. Okay. And I have the Anna Griffin dyeing machine, and I'm waiting for Stampin' Up to purchase theirs to do the 3D folders because it's so hard on this machine, and it's on back order, and it was supposed to be in this week and it hasn't been in yet. So I called the office today and they said it's actually being pushed out now till the end of the month. So I'm waiting for that. So here we go. Here's my circle. This is trash. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take black. I'm going to take my Memento ink. Okay. And I'm just going to put this under here just to make it easier on myself. It's okay, but I'm still using this. So I'm just blending off just because I don't want a lot of color. And then I'm going to start going over my circle and moving it. So I'm just hitting the edges to get the edges dark. And I'm moving my paper around. That's why I'm doing this on the paper, because I just feel this would be easier. Come in with a little bit more black. So see how it's changing? You can see here how I'm getting the ink. But see how the color is not so bright anymore? Put that down, get the excess off. Okay, this is a super spooky, and just go over the colors, it's okay. I'm just putting some black right on top of here. And if you wanna, yeah, I don't wanna do that, I don't like that. I gotta blend that in now, okay. Here we go. I think that's good. So let me get my piece that I threw in the garbage, you can see the difference. So this was the colors bright when we did the blending, and then that's kind of what we ended when we added the black to it. So that's what kind of gave it that spooky effect, right? Really cool. Okay, so I can close up this. I can clean off my black. I'm done with that. Now, next, I want to show you, we're going to do a little splattering. So you can either do this with ink. I'm going to do it today with a, I have a black shimmer brush. So I also just have, oops, an old pizza style, close to my heart, craft box here. And I always just use this just to protect my surface. And I'm going to grab, here's all my pieces. I'm gonna grab my white piece for the front of the card. We'll just get this out of the way and then I'll go over all the pieces with you. So this is my base for the front of the card. So I'm just gonna put that down right there. And I'm gonna shake up my shimmer brush. I'll show you how I do this. So a lot of you I know have this. I know a lot of my customers have all the close to my heart shimmer brushes. So I just do a little puddle in my box. Okay, see that I don't want any of those bubbles on my project, and I just juice up my brush, and then I just tap, tap, tap. Lightly tap. As little or as much as you want. I love to do splattering. I will do another, one of my lives, I will show you how to splatter without shimmer brushes, but just using your ink block, your acrylic block, and your inks. Okay, so there is our base for our card. So we can just move this out of the way and let that dry for a moment. Bring my card back in. Now I'm going to bring in all my little bits and I'll show you what I did here. Okay, so here is just our regular A2 card base. So then I have just a basic black here. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then the white obviously is 1/8 of an inch smaller, so that's just 4 by 5 1/2. Then for my inside pieces, same thing. I have just a black and a white. You can adhere these two together and do some inside stamping like I did there, and we'll just do that in a moment. But let me get to the fun pieces. So here's my cauldron, and you can't tell, but I did some black. I just used my black blending brush and put that on top of it just to dull it down a little bit. It's hard to tell in the video, I know that. Here is my adorable black cat, not so much spooky cat. I stamped him on basic gray cardstock in Memento ink. And then here is my goobly gop dripping over. I did that in gold glitter. Here's my cauldron handles. And then I just made a little banner and I white heat embossed. I had my Versamark, I stamped Happy Halloween in Versamark. Then I put white embossing powder on top and then I heat set that. So I have that Happy Halloween and that has a little bit of a sheen to it. And this, I love this. Okay, so this is the broom bottom. I did that in the Petunia Pop, whatever that is, glitter cardstock. But this is the broom. I don't know if you can see that. I used the glossy accents or whatever it's called, the liquid glass on top of this, and I let that sit on the broom handle and look at how cool it looks. Okay, so that's a little fun trick. All right, so let me just adhere these two together. This is for the inside. And I don't even have my blocks ready. I didn't think I was doing any stamping on camera today. I thought I had all that pre-done, but I forgot about the inside. So I just got to grab my blocks. We'll do that real quick. Okay, this is not lining up. I'm not happy with that, sorry. See, I told you guys, I'm OCD. I wasn't liking how that was lining up. That I'm happier with. Okay, let me grab my acrylic block. All right, so I need the cat. We'll do the inside. Let me zoom out now. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. Okay. I thought I messed something up. Let me bring this over here. So I need my Memento. And you can do your stamping, everything on top of this glass mat. It's a nice hard surface. So I'm just going to stamp him right there. Then I want the little sentiment, a little hocus pocus. Put that right in the middle at the top. I squished down too much on that a little bit. That's okay. Clean off my stamps. All right. My little sparkly sparkles. And then the inside will be done. This is a really good set. I'm happy that I got this. I'll tell you, I wasn't going to get the Halloween set, to be honest. And then one of my customers was like, oh, you should do Halloween cards. And I was like, all right, you twisted my arm because it's so cute. And I'm really happy I did. I'm just putting that in there, sorry. Just finicky around with that. Okay, so I'm just going to put some Shy Shamrocks. Oh. Okay. And I just want one petunia pop right in the middle. Perfect. Put this away so we don't lose it. All right. Okay, so our inside stamping is done. So let's get our card. We just have to color our cat. I can do that. I have to stick a pin. You can always come back and color the cat. No big deal. So here's our inside. I love to cut all my paper in 1/8 of an inches shorter. So, all right, now we can take the front piece that we splattered, adhere that down to our basic black. Come on, don't mess with me putting this one on because I put liquid glue. Perfect, perfect, one shot, perfect. All right, and now this is gonna go on the front. So again, super simple, just this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then the white bases are 4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so now we want to add our goobly gop to our cauldron. Super fun. Okay. And then these guys, what I did was just put a little dot of glue, put that there, and then glue. Okay, so there's our arms. So now we want to just let that dry for a moment. I'm just going to get a glue dot to adhere my broom bristles to the broomstick right at the bottom. just like that. All right, so now we have our spooky moon. We want to place that down right about there. Okay, it's going to go on towards the top of our card. And I don't have any dimension on any of these elements except my banner sentiment. Everything else is just stuck right down to the card. Okay. And then next I'm going to put the cauldron. Let me know if you like this card. And if you have this set, I'd love to see what you make. You can make something and come back to this video and post it in the comments so that we could see it. That would be great. I'd be notified. Or if you're in my private group, absolutely. We all post our creations in the group, so make sure to post it in the group. And if you're not part of my private group, I have it linked in this post, so you can click that link to join. Everybody is welcome. And you'll see his eyes are white there. I mean, I used my white gel pen to do that. I don't know how I felt about it, but I'll do it again. I just lightly came in with a little. What do you think about that? I think it's cool. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. All right. Our broomstick. Actually, this broomstick is pretty in pink glitter. This one's Petunia Pop. This one's lighter. I remembered. All right, and then we have our Happy Halloween. I'm just gonna get some foam for that. Just cutting down some thicker foam that I have. Maybe I need one more piece in the middle to balance it out. Come on. All right, last, I am going to come in with, no, last but not least, I still have to color my cat on the inside. I'm going to take, this is one of our, I use these boxes for my embellishments. These are adhesive backed sparkle gems. So they have like silver, black, gold, glitter gems, sparkle gems, whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to put a few black ones down. Let's do a big one. And we're going to do two little ones, one right here and another by our cap. Think we are done. All right, so let's recap what we did. Okay, so This was the card we made tonight. We did our ink blending. Again, the colors used were Shy Shamrock, Peach Pie, and Petunia Pop. Then we went over it with Memento, lightly with Memento, okay? Our layers here, the black is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. The white is 4 by 5 1/2. I used a my circle thin cut. I don't know where it is now, but I used that to cut my, sorry, I don't know where it is. It's lost on my desk. You all can feel my pain. You know how we lose things as we're crafting. But I cut that out with a circle thin cut. I did the cauldron and all that. But again, remember that fun little addition, adding the glossy accents, liquid glass, whatever you have to make that shiny. And there's our card. And then the inside, I just have to color my cat. And I love, I'm still on my tri-blends. I love my Stampin' Blends. I love the colors. I use them all the time. But for animals, I love using, this is a tri-blend brown gray, and I love using the light. So, and I guess, what is it, smoky slate or gray granite. I've tried them both for animals like this, but I just love this brown gray. So I keep pulling it out every time I have to color animals. So when it runs out, I have no choice but to use the smoky slate and the gray granite. I think the gray granite is the one that's most close to this, because it's a lighter. And I just cut, when I color, I just color in, let me come a little closer. I just color in strokes. Like I just swipe in strokes, very light strokes. I just try not to go over it too much so that you don't have those harsh lines. And if you did have some, you know, if you had harsh lines in here, you just take your blender pen and go over it with that. All right, well, there is tonight's card using potions and spells. What a fun Halloween set. So I invite you to pick this up, to give this card a try. Come back next Friday, 6 o'clock. I'm going to have another, we're going to make another spooky scenery, different card. So that'll be fun. And again, through the 20th of this month, you can pick up my card kit that's available for free with any online order using using my host code right here. Or you can purchase it. There's a link in the description of this video, of this post. So have a great night, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. And yeah, if you need anything, I am here. I'd love to be your Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you need a catalog or anything from me, just give me a shout and I will we'll connect. Thanks. Take care, everyone.